Hey, good morning. Welcome back. It's Donna and Steve on My Talk 107.1. We are everything entertainment. Steve, thank you very much for purchasing the book that I feel obligated to read. Now, that is, let's see how many pages. Well, we're looking at 500 pages, people.
Don't read the last page.
I'm going to.
No,
I think that's a good way to start.
Donna, don't.
Fine.
It's a 500-page book.
And it's long and tall and fat.
It seems taller than most books. Like its height would dwarf other books. My hope in getting this Stephen King book, the first Stephen King book I will have ever read in my entire life, it's called Billy Summers. It's brand new, just came out on last Tuesday.
I was just at Costco. I could have picked it up there.
Oh, well, it's here now, so don't do that.
All right,
You've
fine.
almost paid me back for the book. This was on a whim. Donna's paying me back in singles now. Here, now that's $17. I owe you one more dollar. Whatever.
I actually owe you two.
Okay. But here is the genesis behind this, and then I'll tell you who I saw in the hallway yesterday who had some beef.
Oh,
The genesis behind this, sorry,
no.
I've earned us more enemies.
Great.
I just thought, look, I read a good review about it. I don't read fiction often. Stephen King's typically not my jam because he leans more horror, scary. But
Sometimes just suspenseful. It's not always like, ghosts and goblins. And
that's the Stephen King vibe that I don't like as much. But like he did Shawshank, right?
Yeah.
And I love Shawshank Redemption, the movie. I saw a review of this book and thought, this seems like a Stephen King book that I could try. Damn. So then we start talking about it on the show. Say, all right, fine, let's do it. Buy the book. Then we say, hey, if you want to read along with us, we've done this before with the Juice Cleanse. Mm-hmm. You might remember me by my alter ego, Rajneesh Papa, as I led us all to health and wellness. So I just said, hey, if you guys want to read along, it's kind of like an unofficial book club. We don't know how long it's going to take, probably about 10 weeks. But if you want to read it, you can get it. You can order Billy Summers, and then we will start talking about it every week on the show. We'll find a time. Mondays on the show, we'll talk about the book.
We've already gotten, a bunch of people on board. Okay, so I'm feeling really, really pressured to read this.
Now you're going to feel anxious for another reason.
All right.
I'm walking over here. Wait. I'm walking the halls yesterday.
Okay. I'm already going to put a bookmark in here to know that I have to read up until a certain point.
Then Barghini comes at me. Lori Barghini of the Lori and Julia show, living legend of local radio. And she says to me, hey, hair. Okay, she didn't say that. But, that's what she's feeling. You dweeb.
Yeah.
She said, so I see you guys stole an idea from us. I said, wait, what? The book club. You guys are doing book club. No, I didn't have the heart to tell her in that moment that I didn't know that they did a book club. Okay?
You didn't?
No.
Oh, no. It's like their
I just
best
thought they were
segment.
both voracious readers. I didn't know that they did a formal book club.
Oh, just look at their desk. It's just filled with books from authors. By the way, they do really great author interviews.
Wonderful.
Really,
so
really
do they always do a book club? I'm genuinely asking this because I'm on the air when they're on the air. We're fierce competitors.
I believe once a week they have
Once
an author
a
on.
week?
I believe so.
Do they
I
read?
think so. It's been a while.
Hang
I've kind
on.
of blocked out my time on the Lori and Julia show.
Therapy's working, I see.
PTSD.
Wait a minute. Do they get through a book each
They really
week?
do. I'm
Yes.
pretty impressed because if you listen to those guys, they watch every show, especially Lori,
Lori is like an encyclopedia of television.
and they read at least a book a week. And they
Yeah.
talk to the author, and they actually know things about the book. It's
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
unheard
And
of.
the authors know them because they're so, supportive. And listen, Lori will go on vacation and she'll come back and be like, I read 6 books.
Yeah, and
Oh my
she's like
gosh.
Donna. She's old school. Like when she went to Hawaii, she brought like 8 hardcover books, not the Kindle. Not just bring an iPad and bring
Right.
unlimited books. Bring like 8 hardcover books.
Oh my gosh,
I
and
would
that
not be
adds-
bringing any hardcover or anything.
The suitcase weight goes up
Right.
with that.
I would just like to say this to Lori and Julia. You have nothing to worry about. This is going to be a one-time thing.
First of all, it's going to take us no less than 2.5 months to get through this book.
Oh, I thought you were
And
going to
that
say
is
years.
for sure. Possibly. This is a long game. 500 pages. We're not committing to more than 50 pages in a week. So we're 10 weeks out best case scenario from finishing this book. Also, Lori, might I remind you, I don't finish a ton of stuff.
Yeah, this is true.
I just like to get people revved up at the beginning, and then we abandon ship.
Yep. That's basically the gist of it. So
But
don't worry about it.
I mean, you would have thought that they were proprietary owners of the concept of a book club as though Oprah had never existed. I mean, I was like, geez, all right, okay, stand down.
Yeah. No,
Anyway,
it's great.
if they give you a bad, angry, dirty look tonight, that was my fault.
Okay.
And I'm sorry.
Well, we won't call it book club. We'll call it something else.
Yeah, okay. We should workshop some names
We'll
here.
workshop it. And
Rocco, you're smart. Think of something that's creative.
I'm on it.
A reading roundup. No, reading roundup. We could do something with reading
I
roundup.
like it. I like it.
Book, story.
Storytelling with Donna and Steve.
Read this story with Donna and Steve.
Steve's storytellers.
Book.
Storytellers.
Book-
How about like
book
VH1
buddies.
storytellers?
Book buddies. Oh,
Book-
you're my
book buddy.
book buddy boo.
You're my bookie boo.
Okay, Bookie Boo Talk Monday at 9:30. How's that? We'll have to get through 50 pages. We'll
If you
recap.
liked book club, you'll love Bookie Buddies.
Baby Bucky Boo.
It's kind of hard to say, but we'll get through it.
Yeah. Anyway, the book, if you do want to read along with us,
And be our book buddy.
is called Billy Summers. It's by Stephen King. We haven't started reading it yet. Our goal is 50 pages by Monday, and then Mondays on the show we'll talk about it.
I'm already putting it into our show grid.
All right.
Thank you. And we'll take calls too.
Sure, we don't care.
We'll do that.
We'll get Stephen King on the line. If they interview authors, we'll interview authors. Also, I do have another segment idea we don't have time for, but it's called Hollywood Speak. We'll talk about it off air, but I think it's really going to take off.